Okay, just sat down here at Open. Not much to do right now. Just waiting. I've got some orders dripped out here. Gonna see if these might fill. I'm actually just doing some micros here. Um, so I've got one PA account here passed last week, so I just need to activate that. I'm going out of town on Wednesday for a couple of days, so that's why I'm just waiting. Probably just gonna wait until um maybe end of the week or next week before I activate those PA, and then I've got this one basically at 51.5, we'll call it. This one is at 50,700, 600, and this is a 250K. So here's the one that's passed. So obviously I'm not trading that, but yeah, just focusing here on these evals, and I'll wait until probably next week before I activate that PA account. I'm just not really going to do a whole lot of trading this week, especially since going out of town for a couple of days, and yeah, so I'll just focus on the PA account next week. But anyway, um, I'm working towards getting 5 PAs with Apex, and then I'm going to work on a couple with Topstep. Make sure I got those XFAs over there at Topstep as well, and then start working on some payouts. So looks like this might get filled here on this down. I'm hoping we come down here to 55.24 would be my ultimate price I'd want to get filled here on a long. So if you look at the week, yeah, let's look at the week here on ES. So we are coming back inside week here so far. We would need to get above 55.63 to go 2 up on the week. I will set an alert on that. Let's see. So I will set an alert on that. Maybe even set an order there to go long there on, and then I would want to sell it somewhere around here. This 55.87 up to 56.19 would be where I would want to sell that. So hope, ultimately my ideal entry would be around here, around this 54.55 area. So I'll go ahead and set an order there on that. And but yeah, I definitely want to get filled too. If we come above here, um, move it. Actually, I don't want to sell it. I want that to be a buy order. Um, I want another buy order right there. There we go. So yeah, so if we start going 2 up here on the week, I would want to get in there around the 55.71 area. And then I'd want to be out here around 55.98. Maybe I'll put it down just a tad. Kind of hard to see. So about 55.90. But yeah, if I get filled there on that long 55.79 up to 55.95, that'd be a nice little long play there. Move this down here just a tad. So I figure we might get a pull back here to start the week. We do have a little bit of a fair value gap here around 55.29. This was a previous week's high here going back. Let me scroll back. I might not have put that right. Um, Obviously, we got a volume imbalance here between 55.40 to 5500. Um, I mean, but we also have a wick fair value gap there at 54.98 as well. So that could be something they might go for. We'll see. But, if they continue to come back inside for this week, those would be some areas I'd be looking at again to make a nice little dip buy. Apex is still running their 80% off sale. They did a excuse me, they did a flash sale for 90% off, but that expired, so they're just doing 80% off right now, I think. So we had a shooter there on that previous hour at close on Friday. So that's why you're seeing a little bit of sell off here at the open. Um, but yeah, this whole area right through here, I'm definitely looking at being a buyer of. Excuse me. We'll do last week's high and low. And I need to do the fib on that as well. So there's your fib range from last week. We are in this mother bar range here from 57.78 to 50.71. So obviously, until we get out of this, we'll just ping pong back and forth more than likely. We can do the fib on that mother bar as well. So yeah, it looks like 55 or 57.73 down to 50.74 is your mother bar range there. Um, so yeah, so until we get out of this, there's, just ping pong back and forth. But there's your ES. We'll look at NQ. So your mother bar range on NQ is 20,045 down to 17,382. I was able to catch some of this the other day on Monday or a couple weeks ago. It did look like a TTO to me. So usually when they leave these long wicks like that creates a broadening formation TTO. Um, so you can draw that. So there's your broadening formation there. Um, Probably use this one as the top. You could also technically use this. Just go there. So there's your broadening formation there. I think these are these are Bollinger bands that I put on. And I was gonna do a 2.5 standard deviation on those. Let's see, yeah, so that changes that a little bit. But yeah, so you can just see still even until we get out of this range, 20,049. Probably just again ping pong back and forth, but we are in the middle of this broadening formation here, so we'll just have to wait on some news, some sort of expansion there to see which way the market is going to go for sure. But I like maybe some dip buys down in this area, 19 to 36. Um, Gonna set an order right there. Uh, 200. This wick would be 19,259, but I like the body a little bit more. So we'll call it 236 there. It puts you two up on the week here at the top of this previous week's high around 19. Looks like maybe I can't tell if it's 601 or 613, but regardless, I don't want to sell. I keep hitting the wrong button there. Sometimes it's really hard to get where you want it. So it looks like it's closer to 589. That's pretty much it. Take a look at Bitcoin, back inside for sure on that. Take a look at platinum. Platinum last week could have seen a mini TTO right here at the top of this wick. We are for sure in a huge mother bar range there on platinum. So maybe around 972.6 I would want to buy if it looks like it's going to go back up through this range, through this wick range. But not really much there on platinum. Um, take a look at gold. Um, huge wick here to create a huge broadening formation there on gold. Um, your gold broadening formation would look like this, very tight, very tight. Um, definitely a TTO there on gold. Um, so there's your broadening formation there on gold. That's pretty much, we'll look at oil. That's pretty much it, guys. So anyway, I'm not going to stay on here long. I don't really see much to do. Um, just waiting on some pullbacks here. Um, maybe get filled here on some longs. Um, here on ES. But yeah, that's pretty much it. So, all right. Hope you guys have a great night. Feel free to use my Apex code Blues Trades, and I'll catch you guys probably sometime this week, and see what we can get going here. Um, and I will catch you guys then. So, all right, take care.